Welcome, one and all, to my continuing efforts to stay alive, stay sane, keep going. Today I thought we could do a little collage and chill. I've always really been into the medium of collage. I don't know, I like how you can make layers and it doesn't require much painting ability. You just go by sort of visual instinct and you can mix pictures, and I don't know, I really like it. I made this notebook recently just for my general note-taking and journaling, and I really enjoyed it. I had these old Coca-Cola ads and then I just did kind of the blackmail writing thing. It wasn't too much collaging, it was just very humble. I am a beginner. This book looked like this before, it had all this writing on it, and I didn't like that, so I made that one, and now I need another one for language learning, another one like these red ones, and I painted it purple so far, but I'm gonna collage on it. And I thought we could just chat and collage and chill. I found all these mouths that I still had from actually my first YouTube video. Shout out if you're a real fan. Saw that one, has about 3 views, I'm guessing, but it was really fun. It was like a collage actually coming out of this building, and the mouths came out of this window, and it was like a stop motion. But yeah, so let's just get started. I'm thinking of maybe using, because it's to do with language, I'm thinking the mouth is a good body part. Now I'm trying to decide which of these mouths I like, and I think it goes nice with the purple as well because most of them are pink, so I'm thinking pink. So I'm thinking this one. Some of these, they're all kind of the same shade, and I'd like it to be sort of talking, like that one too. Wow, it's actually kind of creepy looking at all these teeth. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with these, and maybe, yeah. And I think I want to do that kind of ransom note writing again, just because I don't know how to collage yet, and that's my only thing that I've learned. And the toddler could do it, so, but I really enjoyed it. I like finding the right letters and like getting them all together. And because this is a Dutch book, I think I'm gonna put a Dutch phrase on it. Yesterday I had my Dutch lesson and we learned how to say I understand or I don't understand. So I think I'm just gonna write I understand on this notebook. It's a kind of little mantra. So I'm gonna look for the letters for ik begrijp het. So we need an I think this is quite a nice I, it might be too big. Yeah, I've really been trying to find a way to pass time that is not on my screen. It's not that I'm morally superior or anything, but my eyes have just been hurting so much. I use it to see friends, I use it to study and look for work and just do everything, and it feels like there's no escape. Like everything I really need to do is on the computer, and my eyes just, it's not that I've been seeing bad, but my eyes just like shy away from the screen. It's like I just don't want to look at it. It's a really weird sensation. It's like my eyes are telling me like, hey, can you please just go do something else? So this is my attempt at doing that. Okay, what letters are we missing? This can be an I, so I need a K. Oh my god, I just watched the latest episode of This Is Us. Oh my god, like, does anybody who watched that show ever watch an episode and not just sob uncontrollably? I don't know what it is, like they're really good at that, like pulling at your heartstrings thing, and because it's all about like family and life and death and like intergenerational trauma, it just gets you, like really gets you good. Well, gets me good anyway. Like I swear I'm not even kidding. Like I just, every episode it breaks me, but like in a good way where it's like a release cry. If you're into that, then I recommend it. Oh my god, where are all the K's? Oh, that's that collager's eye. also reading the book about HSPs, which I think I'll talk more about because it's really been eye-opening. And I think as a HSP, like, it's so important to have a place for art in your life. It used to be photography for me, but I don't know, I kind of lost my groove with it a little bit, or actually a lot. It used to be such a rush, and sometimes I still get it, but I just don't get the need or the drive to do it anymore. I used to just have an image in my head and become obsessed with capturing it, and then until I did it, like, it would just pull on my mind. I don't even know how to describe it. It would just, I couldn't sleep until it was finished, until I got the shot. But I just don't get that anymore. I did have it this last year, but with songwriting, I really enjoyed that. And I did write a little EP, and that was, oh yes. And that was really great. It was really fulfilling. And, you know, even if it's not professional, it was just recorded on my phone, and you know, it was just the first songs I've ever written. So, and I'm not really a singer, but I don't know, just, it was one of those activities I could just do away from my computer that I would really get flow in, which is something I haven't felt for a long time, where I would just like forget about time and like about my problems. And that was really great, and it's still happening, so I'm still getting these kind of bouts of inspiration for songs. It's really hard to talk and look for letters at the same time. So I'm really grateful for that, and I'm glad I like made something from start to finish. It's very satisfying, because I don't have it with photography. I have it a bit with video now, where I get a concept in my head and I just get overwhelmed, but filming something is a lot harder than taking a picture. The reason I liked making photos is because it's so immediate, and I'm so impatient, and I don't have a lot of patience for the technical side of things. I just want to skip that and have the final product, which is not ideal, and often, you know, is what makes my stuff kind of sloppy, and I'm trying to address that. But with filming, there's no hiding. Like, you do need to think about things, at least like a little bit. I'm really struggling with that, actually. Like, I want to make good videos, and I know the only way to do that is to just do it a lot, but my perfectionism is just really not allowing for that, and my impatience is really like, come on, you have this idea, like, quickly, do it now! But I want to do it well. So that's the issue with photography. I could always just do it, and it would usually come out well because I could do it quickly. But now it's a bit different, but I'm enjoying the process. I have like a million ideas going through my head, and I just want to execute them all. Like, right now I'm in the middle of like 3 videos that I'm trying to make and that I film parts of, but I can't, like, I don't know, I just have no patience to do things like correctly and like plan them and then film them and then edit them. Like, I'll film a bit and then I'll get really excited and I'll start editing it, and then, you know, I think a part is not good enough, so I'll refilm it, and then I don't know, it's just like, and the timing has to be right, and my mood has to be right, and I have to look good, presentable. So now that I don't have photos, I try to have something else with paper that's more tactile. And I realized recently that I think the reason I turned to photos is because with paper there's also no hiding. It's like you're working with tactile, real things, like a piece of paper, and if you don't draw the right thing, then you've like wasted that piece of paper, and you have to like throw it away, and that always scared me, like I'd be wasting paper, or like even these things, like, you know, I'm cutting things up, I'm destroying things in a way. Obviously I'm just remaking them, but I was always just scared of making that kind of imprint, whereas a picture, it's all like digital and I can just delete it, and I didn't, you know, mess anything up. I don't have to throw anything away. Does that make sense? Kind of confronting a little fear of mine. Okay, so there's our phrase, and let me just pull up the notebook again. I just gotta figure out how, I actually kind of like the way I just laid it out here, but I'm also thinking maybe a circle. But okay, let's just see how it looks on the purple. It looks like the burn book. I guess that's what they used, right? The ransom letters for that as well. Do it like that. Okay. I don't know, do we like just having loads of them like it is here? Should I just use all of them? Should I be wild? I don't know. Looks a bit crowded, which is why I'm thinking to maybe have a circle here. Maybe from this. Okay, we'll figure them out later. I'm gonna make the shape. So like okay, I think this is about right. Okay, so I'm gonna trace this. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about just the productivity hustle and how I do feel glued to my computer, because I just can't live with myself unless I've done something productive that day. And I think a lot of people are the same. But it's like, what really is productive? Like, is this productive? Well, I could have gone without it. The world can go without this collage for sure. I don't know that it was unproductive. I think I'm getting happy with this. I'm gonna get the glue stick out. Maybe fewer mounts or more mounts. Am I ever gonna commit to like, is this good? It's getting dark, so I think we have to commit. Guys, it's happening. The glue is coming out. I'm committing. No regrets. This is good for my commitment issues too. The whole working with paper. I remember once I went to a Miro exhibition, and I don't really like Miro, like his art, but I remember there was a quote from him on the wall, which was something about how, you know, it might seem simple. By the way, if you don't know what his art looks like, it's kind of like this. And he was saying how his art might seem simplistic or something, but it actually takes courage to even make one line on a piece of paper. And you know, I kind of get that now more. You might look at his art and be like, well, you know, it's just a few lines put together. It's like, yeah, but he was brave enough to draw those lines, and you weren't. So maybe take a look at yourself, baby. If someone has a better glue recommendation, by the way, I'm a collage beginner, but I feel like this is not the best way. Like, I feel like this is like real people who collage are looking at this, peeling their eyes off. Alright, home stretch. If this is not smack dab in the middle, it's gonna physically hurt me every time I look at this notebook. Yeah, so see, I wish I'd started more there. And now I just want to kind of curl up in a ball, but that's okay. We're persevering. I'm okay. I think, as I was saying before, like, I like to think that shows and movies and stuff relax me, and they do. In the end, you haven't made anything, and when you make art, even if it's kind of amateurish at best, it's still a bit more satisfying. And I don't know, when I work with my hands, I can really feel that I'm relaxing. Like, when I'm watching stuff, a lot of the time I just feel my eyes get tired, and it's just to get tired enough to go to sleep, you know? Whereas when I'm doing this, I don't know, my mind's kind of at rest. It's the tactileness that I miss, I think, of working with paper and dragging a pencil or whatever, or just cutting with scissors or something very, I don't know, something that reminds you of childhood, because that's when it was okay to do crafts, and it wasn't thought of as like not being productive or that you're wasting time. Like, you were encouraged to do that because it was good for your learning and for your development and for your creativity, and it's still all of those things, except like you're just not encouraged to do it as much anymore. You're expected to do other things. Sometimes you have to care for yourself like a kid because society won't do that for you anymore. Once you're old enough, you're just this kind of like unit of potential productivity, and unless you fight against that, nobody's gonna pay you to take care of yourself. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. The world is pretty scary right now. I think art is one of the few antidotes we have. We have each other, but a lot of people are lonely right now. Art is a friend that will always pick up the phone. Alright, I think I'm done. My phone died, so here's the final product. I really like it, and I think it will facilitate some good learning. Yeah, this was fun. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and making time for things that calm your mind. Lord knows we need it. Bye.